The year was 2176, and young Oleg Kravensky, who lived in the now overrun city of Moscow, had to live on his own while the horrors of the apocalypse consumed everything he loved. He was taught to feed himself, and protect himself from the dangers. Anyways, the apocalypse started in Central America, around Mexico City. It happened due to scientists misplacing a supposedly cancer-curing liquid in a hospital. It turned out to have nanoscopic parasitic worms in it. The doctor used it on a cancer patient. The patient immediately became rabid, with his skin decaying, and black veins sprouted throughout its body. The patient attacked the two doctors in the room, spreading it. Then they attacked more and more people until the entirety of Mexico was overrun by the zombies. Eventually, Northern America was taken over, then Southern America. After that, it took over Africa, then Europe, the Middle East, Asia, and finally Australia. Chapter 2, New Beginnings. There were only very few people who survived, all of them being people under the age of 21, who were immune to the virus, most likely due to their brains still developing. Oleg, being 13 years old, was left alone. Fortunately, he did not have to participate in academic activities, but was considered a genius, who, although being 13 and would have been in 8th grade, passed college due to his astoundingly high IQ. Thus, he was able to fend for himself, scavenge for food, drive vehicles, and more. He still lived in his home, but the electricity was not working because of the adults who ran the electrical factories, etc., who powered the electricity throughout homes. Chapter 3, Friends and Foes. Zombies, though, weren't the same types. There were different variations. Number 1, the Hunter. Hunter zombies were zombies, mostly elderly people in their past. They were very slow, weak, but were very intelligent. Number 2, Runner zombie. Runners were, for a matter of fact, people above the age of 21 in their past as a human. They were extremely quick, but very stupid. Number 3, Brute zombie. Brutes were very fat zombies, but dumb. Their only knowledge was to kill. Once they got close to their victim, their stomach would glow, and show their veins. Then, they would explode, killing whoever was near them. Number 4, Watcher zombie. Watchers would stalk their prey from afar. They had incredible eyesight and could sense nearby threats. They were more intelligent than the hunters. Once their prey was unaware, the watcher would ambush them, and push them down. They would devour them without anyone realizing. Number 5, Staunch zombie. Staunchers, as the name describes, were incredibly muscular zombies. They were giant, and could grab anyone, swallowing them whole. One time, my friend was walking, and the groan of a stauncher about a mile away from him sent a shockwave that cracked the ground underneath of him. Chapter 4, Faction or Paction. There were multiple factions or groups made of teenagers. Oleg, was solo. Well, not exactly, because I've been with friends, but a few weeks ago, they disappeared, so I'm solo again. Some factions I know of are the Survivors, which consisted of about 15 teenagers who all got bitten by zombies, but survived, and were ecstatic about it. So, they formed a faction to show it off, not knowing literally every teenager is immune to the virus. Another one is called the Conquerors, which everyone in it, around 125 people, were delusional, mad idiots who killed without hesitation. The reason they had so many people is because they joined them so they wouldn't get killed. There is a say that says, be the victim of a killer, instead of being the accomplice of the killer out of fear. Chapter 5, Two Sides of a Coin. Since there is no electricity, light pollution has worn off. During the night, you can see the stars, the Milky Way galaxy, and even the Andromeda galaxy, as well as Jupiter, Mars, Mercury, and Venus. That's why, at night, I go in my backyard, and fall asleep in a tent, watching the sky. Although there are good times, there are some bad times. My younger brother, even though he is immune to the virus, got squashed by a car that was thrown at him by a stauncher. This left me in a state of regret, and I stayed in my decaying house for I don't know, 2 weeks, 3, well, my friend from school came, and we talked. Chapter 6, Memories. It was close to my 9th birthday, around August 22nd. I decided to sleep in. I woke up the next day on the 22nd, to the surprise of my younger brother, father, and mother. We had cake. Note, this is before they all died before the apocalypse. They gave me a Russian Mosin Nagant sniper rifle, and gave me around $350 Russian dollars to buy attachments. I bought $50 worth of .50 calories bullets, a 6x holographic scope, and an automat